And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to helping you win in any marketplace. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by Platinum MVP Realty, and I'm a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Our show has a mission to empower. We're going to educate. We're going to entertain. We're going to enlighten. But most importantly, we want to engage with you so that we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone because at some point you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. Don't forget our number. Make sure you bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you on our website at consumerqb.com. I implore you to check it out. Check out some of our expert contributors there. You can see links to all of our partners, and you can also submit a form. There's an email form that's going to come directly through to myself and my team. We're going to make sure we get right back to you before our head hits the pillow. And it's Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Ron Fuller back in the house. Mossy Oak Fence, welcome in.
Hi, Brandon. Always happy to be here.
Yes,
Today
sir.
We're going to talk about how you can make a fence last.
How to make a fence last. I like that. All right, we got Jay Snoop, also the Snoop Dogg in the house. Snoop Inspections, welcome in, sir.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
Excellent. Yes, sir. Good stuff. So we're going to talk about new construction a little bit today.
Yes, we are. It's a good idea to get those inspected. You may trust in the county inspectors, but they are inspecting a lot of homes all day long, and they may miss a few things. So you may want to have a second opinion. Yeah,
especially some of these builders building stuff so fast. You know, they're just going down to just row houses almost. It's like boom, 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 fast as they can build them, profitability. But they sometimes lose sight of the homeowner themselves.
Yeah, I mean, these superintendents are running 20, 25 houses at a time. So you can imagine how bad they're running from house to house, and they're not even going to be in your house every day. It could be just every few days checking on things. So that's some of the things we can talk about today.
Awesome. And Jay is also going to be a speaker at our event we've got coming up, the Buyer Seller Investor Seminar, coming up on Thursday, November 8th at Cox Media Group, 1025 The Bone Studio, our other radio station that we're on Sunday mornings. We're having the Buyer Seller Seminar at 11300 4th Street North on Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some catered food from the best caterer in the United States, in my opinion, Tampa Bay for sure. Amici's Cater Cuisine. We're going to have Jay Smith speaking about some of the common things that he sees when it comes to home inspection. We're going to have Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage, speaking about some of the common pitfalls when it comes to obtaining financing. Myself, our team, we're going to talk about how to buy and sell like a pro. We're going to educate you, and we're going to help you win when it comes to buying, selling, and investing. Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. at Cox Media Group in beautiful St. Petersburg. And let's give a shout out to our hotel partner, the Bilmar Beach Resort over on Treasure Island is the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, and it's filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. The Bilmar Beach Resort has been one of the most sought-after destinations in Treasure Island area for years. And they have 2 pools on site. They've got the beach, beautiful beach, Long Beach. They've got the Sloppy Joe's restaurant. They've got great Sloppy Joe's. My daughter loves those Sloppy Joe's, but they got full bar, lots of live music and entertainment. A lot of fun stuff going on over at Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And let's jump right into it. We got some great content lined up for you today. We got Ron Fuller here in the house, and adding a fence to a real estate property is a way that you can help it sell faster. You can add value to it, and it's just such a part of a safe community.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of advantages. We're doing a lot of fencing in Babcock Ranch, which is down in Fort Myers.
Yeah, 31, right off of 31 there.
Whew, place is busy, really busy.
Wow.
Lennar says it's one of their top communities.
Wow.
So, and they have quite a few. You know, most of your homes are on retention lake, so they have alligators, and so that's really been a big call for us to get the fences just keep the gators out or keep their dog or their children safe.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot of things that fences do for people. Privacy also can enhance the look of the home. We do more and more custom work, and one of the things that we like to do for folks is have a decorative face to the home. So as you pull in and you're in the front of the home, we can really get fancy with what you see, and then do more of a traditional fence on the sides and the back.
Yeah, I like it. It's a way that you can add value. I mean, it's going to help shorten the days on the market. I remember last time we talked about a property that was sitting on the market, and that was one of the suggestions, right, to add a fence.
Absolutely, yeah, and it helps sell the home. So the idea that, I've got an old rotted fence, I don't want to replace it because I'm putting my home up for sale. You really want to think completely the opposite of that.
Right.
Get that thing fixed. You don't want your kitchen shabby. You really don't want your fence shabby either.
Especially in today's market. The market is shifting. We were talking about that before the show. We've got, there's a limited supply of inventory in some markets, but there's more properties that are sitting longer because of the highest rate since 2011, mortgage rates wise. You've got a consistent increase from the Fed. We have on the inventory side, it is, properties are sitting longer if they're not priced properly. And that's where I'm urging sellers to please, price their properties where they need to be priced instead of hanging it out there too high.
We talked about that way back when, I've been in real estate in any kind of capacity as an advisor, and you and I talked about it. Getting a healthy real estate market's actually going to be a good thing.
Sure.
And interest rates rising because people start to save money again. Because you can actually earn some interest on your money. And our savings rate in this country is woefully inadequate.
Been low for a long time. And that's really, that's kind of one of the things that gets overlooked is the seniors. The seniors, man, they really got the short end of the stick on this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Because for the last, 10, 12 years, I mean, the market, they've been really not able to realize much of a percentage, on their investments.
Absolutely. Everyone's been spend. And saving is a cornerstone of a healthy economy as well. And I think that gets overlooked. During the Obama administration, we had such dismal economic news that really they rated 70% of how they rated a strong economy was based on consumer spending. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. What do you think would be more favorable? Would it be more about the savings rate, the gross domestic product, the GDP?
Little of all of that. Some interest rate, decent interest rates, healthy, meaning that it's not been propped low by the feds.
Right.
That means you're earning more interest on your CDs, on just even your savings itself. And of course, manufacturing, which is coming back in this country. Our industrial area where we have one of our plants, I see now hiring, need welders. I see deserted buildings getting filled. So it appears that we're getting some healthy, robust industrial boom as well, which we needed.
Yeah, that sounds real good. Especially I remember, hearing about Carrier keeping their air conditioning. Here we had a couple of, I think one of the major car dealerships as well. Car dealers was threatening to move and they didn't.
Ford.
Yep, Ford shifted some things. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. The interesting thing for me that I really was shocked when I found I bought a new home and I was buying a new refrigerator, and I was really looking for one that was domestically made. And I found that no matter what price range I looked in, high end, low end, they were all made south of the border. Finally, Maytag.
Okay.
And some of that manufacturing is coming back. So some of the domestic appliance companies are going to start making the product here again.
Nice.
And those are jobs people want. A job is a job.
Yeah.
You can't say, well, that's not a good job to have in this country. That's not the case. A job's a job.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's got bills. Everybody's got, bills to pay and mouths to feed, and bringing jobs back. That's something that the administration had talked about. And going back to your previous point, by the way, Ron Fuller here, Mossy Oak Fence on the show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. Going back to your earlier point, the economy, the rebound has been slow, but we came out of one of the biggest holes that we've ever been in, and they were printing money, just so much money being printed. So yeah, it was false. And there's one of the gentlemen that's on this station I listen to a lot is Phil's gang. He's entertaining. He's very interesting, and he talks a lot about the stock market and some of how a lot of the corporations are falsely reporting things or overinflating things. So It'll be interesting to see, what happens here as we go into 2019.
Brandon, the press isn't reporting this, but there's a lot of repatriotism coming back. And I know you have smart, intelligent listeners. Repatriotism, for those of you that might not be familiar, is where corporations are bringing their money back into the country because the tax rate's favorable.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and it's easy to get after someone and say how unpatriotic that you shipped your money overseas. But for some of these companies, it's a matter of survival. Yeah. It's not that they wanted to, but it's either that or not make it.
Yeah.
So the repatriotism coming back is a huge sign, and that is happening.
Yeah, because it's more and more. It's a global economy, website driven, or people finding things online. Well, that's good stuff. Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence. Reach out to him for all your fencing needs, and we're going to talk more with our expert contributors on the other side of this break here. And we have a feel good story coming at you here today. Cheerleader with Down syndrome shows nothing is impossible. So a feel good story for you coming here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and more from our expert contributors here. And we got that buyer seller seminar on Thursday, November 8th. Save the date, Thursday, November 8th, buyer seller seminar at Cox Media Group radio station over in St. Pete. Stay with us right here, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, featured in Florida Realtor Magazine multiple times, Top Agent Magazine, 2019, top 1% realtor in the United States. Got a hot listing on Box Drive in Hudson. This one is an open house tomorrow. We've got an open house going on 4 to 6 p.m. Friday at 12939 Box Drive in Hudson. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, large lot. This is a huge lot here, corner lot. I think it's an acre lot here. Yes, 1 acre, and it is 1,746 square feet. Beautiful property, well maintained. The seller is a veteran, so we got to get this veteran sold. He wants to sell this property. He's priced right. Help me sell this property for this veteran. 12939 Box Drive in Hudson. Open house. Say hello to Tara, 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow at that property. And a beautiful property in South Tampa, 4613 South Matanzas Avenue. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 1 half bath. 3,276 square feet and listed at $729,000. This property is within a quick walk to Bayshore Boulevard and all that South Tampa has to offer. Beautiful property, compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com. And let's give a shout out to WholeBodyFuel.com. The official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show is WholeBodyFuel.com. Chef prepared by Brian Adamo, the chef. We've got Kevin on the team over there as well. Convenient, healthy, organic, natural meals delivered to your home or office, giving you the convenience factor that you need to stay healthy. And what else do you have in this world if you don't have your health? If you're driving through those fast food restaurants, you know it's not good for you. Stop doing it. Reach out to WholeBodyFuel.com, the official meal delivery service of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Oh, and they do have the world famous protein donuts as well. Oh, yeah. Those are good. Really good stuff. All right, so we're back here in studio helping you win. First segment, we heard from Ron Fuller. We're going to talk with him here in a minute. We got Jay Smith in the house as well. I want to bring Jay Smith, the Snoop Dogg, into the conversation. So what are you seeing out there, buddy?
New construction, still cranking along.
Yeah.
Like you said, inventory's down, so your only option is hopefully the new construction is keeping up, that you have houses available to buy.
Yep.
But at the same time, they're so busy that you have to watch what you buy.
Exactly.
Double check what the builder and what the county inspectors are doing for you. They're running through these houses very quickly. These things are going up in a matter of a couple of months.
Yep.
And just to have another opinion out there to take a look to make sure they haven't, messed up anything. Something we saw here recently is insulation where it was sealing up your attic. The whole edge of your house creates an airflow for your attic and out the very top of your roof as far as ventilation. And it keeps it a little bit cooler. If it stagnates, those shingles and everything else on your roof are going to heat up the attic area. And if it's not flowing properly in the ventilation, it'll stop that air and it gets even hotter up there. I mean, we go up in them in the summertime and they're 130 degrees, and that's a normal temperature in an attic. It can be that hot, but you start getting up to the 140, 150 degree range, and that can actually create some other issues in your attics compared to, you're not even going to see it.
And that's a sign that it's not ventilated properly.
Exactly. It's going to wear out your shingles faster. It can actually run your heating and air conditioning bills up a little bit. Even though your ductwork that's running through that attic area is insulated, it's still only insulated so well. And the hotter the air around it is, it's still going to affect your heating and cooling some.
Yeah, that's a good point. And you had mentioned, too, that you had done some inspections in the past where, a typical roof life is going to be 30, 40, sometimes even with Suncoast Roofing, we've talked about on the show, they have a 50-year warranty with theirs. But you had mentioned you found a couple homes that the roof was shot and it was only 16, 17 years, I believe.
Or less. I mean, I did one recently that it calculated the house, the roofs were only 13, 14 years old and had failed.
Wow.
And having to replace an entire roof, that's your biggest expense on the house. So if your attic is not ventilated right, you're actually costing yourself money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to hit you right in the pocket.
And these are things that the common layperson's not going to pick up on unless you're a builder or a contractor or something in the industry. But that's why it's important to have Jay Smith, a Snoop inspection. He can do new construction, commercial, residential, 5 or 6 counties around the Bay Area here. And, finding these things. What else would be something that kind of...
Well, one of the things we do is what's called a pre-drywall inspection. And that means, your stucco's not even on yet. Your windows and doors are in place. All your rough-ins are done for your electrical, plumbing, and things like that. You don't have any fixtures, no flooring. There's not even sheetrock on the walls that we can see everything.
Yeah.
And we'll see where they need some additional framing for the sheetrock to really be put up properly. We'll see loose wires that need to be secured better so that the sheetrock doesn't pinch it. or do something odd, around the house anywhere. Windows and doors, making sure they're actually sealed up properly before the stucco goes on.
Right.
So there's a ton of miscellaneous little things all through the house that can affect your house as far as how the finish work ends up going on, and the product as far as what you're going to get for your heating, cooling, the whole 9 yards. Even the ductwork, you'll see a duct that they've run that it's harder to get to it maybe when the attic sheetrock is all on, because you can't get around the attic that well, but the duct is really kinked to where the airflow is not going to go through it properly. And you look at it and say, look, they should actually take care of that. Once the sheetrock's up, you might not get to that spot again.
Right.
Unless you're, a mouse and you can go anywhere you want. But as far as a person, you may not get to that area of the attic after that.
Yeah, you're not going to see that. It's going to be an area, and other things too, like the doors. Sometimes if you close on the doors, they're going to need to be either trimmed or reset. There's a lot of things when it comes to the inspection side that you want to do through the process of building the home. We've seen plumbing not in the right place.
Oh yeah,
missing drains. I mean, these things happen because there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to building a home.
Absolutely. Or changes. I mean, sometimes you've made a change and, they were following the original plan of the house. And then all of a sudden you said, well, no, the bathroom's going to be reconfigured, flipped around, whatever the case may be. And they didn't do it before they did the pour. So now they're going to be tearing up concrete to actually get it the way you want.
Yeah. And then it costs a lot more money to do that.
Oh, absolutely. And slows down the process. You're selling your house. You want to be in your house in 90 days or whatever the case may be as they're building, and all of a sudden you run into a couple problems. Now you're out 120 days.
Yeah.
You've added another couple of weeks to the process, and that can cost you money also.
So we got this home buyer seller seminar coming up on Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. over at Cox Media Group. Buyer, seller, investor seminar coming up. You're going to be speaking at that. What do you want to touch on at that event?
Well, I really want to go over with buyers and sellers the different inspections. You've got the main home inspection that tests everything. And a main home inspection is going to take a good 2.5, 3, 4 hours to do that entire inspection. And if you're hiring a company and you even ask them, how long does your inspection typically take? If they tell you an hour or even an hour and a half, that's way too low. I mean, if it's a little 900 square foot condo, sure, that can be done in an hour and a half. But if you've got a 2,500 square foot home, there's no way that should be done in just an hour.
Yeah.
That's something to think about and make sure you're hiring the right inspectors to come out and do that kind of work. Yeah. And then talking about the other inspections, if you own a home or you're buying a home that's 30 years or older, you're going to need to get a 4-point report to get your insurances.
Okay.
So you don't have to do that. If you're buying a 2007 home, you won't need to do a 4-point. So there's no use looking at that. You're just looking at the main inspection. Well, your older homes, you're going to do a 4-point, and that's strictly for the insurance company. It's basically a condensed home inspection. It's not a full home inspection. If we're going out for an insurance company just to test things and check it out for the 4-point report, a 4-point report is only going to take about 45 minutes, which that means that's what you're getting from one of those home inspectors that's only taking an hour. They're literally only doing the 4-point. They're not going to tell you about your windows, doors, even the loose faucet. They're just going to run through. If your water's flowing, if the electricity's flowing, and the roof looks okay, they're out the door. We can't check everything for the 4-point. And then the last thing is the wind mitigation, especially Pinellas County, Sarasota, Manatee. You're closer to the coast, that you get into all the hurricanes, and we just saw the damage that Michael did to the north part of Florida, that we're going to give you what's going on with your wind mitigation. And wind mitigation has to do with several items on your house, including your windows and doors, your roof itself, and how your roof is attached to the walls of the house. That's the big one. And if you're buying an older home, I will sit down and talk to you about the upgrades that you can make, that you could save on insurance.
Yeah.
And that's going to become a bigger item, I think, over the next few years. Insurance rates aren't coming down.
Right.
I mean, when's the last time we actually saw an insurance rate come down? I haven't seen it.
Never. Right.
In a long, long time. So they continue to go up, and you're trying to save money, and that's one place you can definitely save money on your home.
Yeah. Now, is there a general rule of thumb? You were mentioning, when to get a 4-point, when not to. You said 07. Is that kind of a cutoff line for you in your mind? Or?
Well, it would be 30 years. So we're looking at we're almost into the new year. So really 1989, and older, you're going to have to get a 4-point report done on it.
Okay.
The wind mitigation is good for every 5 years, and any house that you're buying. It doesn't matter whether it's a 2002 or a 1982 in Pinellas County. You're going to end up getting a wind mitigation because you're trying to save any kind of money you can on the insurance.
Yeah, and it's something as simple as just adding some extra strapping or even what did we talk about on one of the last shows? Just more nails into the.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get into one of these old houses and they do have a metal bracket that comes out of the top of the wall, but it's only got 2 nails in it. Literally, just adding a 3rd nail changes everything, and that can really save you a bunch of money on your house.
Wow.
But there's different times during remodeling that's the best time to upgrade. There are companies that are starting to pop up that specialize in just doing those types of things to save you money. I recently had a client that their original insurance quote, and this is a pretty standard home, single family, 2,000 square feet, and their insurance was going to be $2,700 in St. Pete. They added the 3rd nail. It went down to $1,500, a $1,200 savings.
Wow.
Per year.
That's impressive. That's awesome. Jay Smith, A Snoop Inspections here. Longtime friend of the program, Jay Smith, a.k.a. the Snoop Dog. Let him come snoop around any properties that you're looking at, or maybe a property you live in now. You want to take him up on those offers of, how to save money when it comes to, your insurances. We can help you with that. ConsumerQB.com. Check us out online. I implore you to reach out. We would love to help you. We'll be right back after this short break. More from our expert contributors and our feel-good story. Cheerleader with Down syndrome shows nothing is impossible. Stay with us right here.
Hey, this is Jarek Robbins. You are listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show with Brandon Rhymes. Please do what it takes to learn all that you have to live the life you want to live it fully, and find a way to give it by paying it forward to others.
Get in touch with Brandon online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Tricia up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. And we got an all-star lineup in today. We got Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence, Jay Smith, the Snoop Dogg, A Snoop Inspection here in studio. And I will let you know about a couple of hot properties that we've got over in Pinellas County. This property is a $1 million listing of mine on the beach, 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401. This is a Bella Rosa condo, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, corner unit, end unit here with windows on the side, gorgeous views overlooking the Gulf of Mexico. $1.149 million, just reduced down to $1.149. And this is a gorgeous property. The Bella Rosa condo is one of the best well-maintained properties as well, with low condo fees comparable to others. And it's a great property. Owners motivated here on Sand Key, Clearwater Beach. Beautiful $1 million listing. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Another property in Pinellas County, got 215 12th Avenue Northeast in St. Petersburg. This property is $1.199 $1 million. Beautiful listing here. It's a Rolex of a home. It's a superior quality steel framing, steel insulated panels, commercial electrical wiring, 8-inch thick SIPS panel construction, very strong, more wind resistant, and just a beautiful property. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. A couple of hot listings here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And I wonder, kind of looking at the devastation that happened in the Panhandle. We're looking at those drone views, those videos that came through, and you see a lot of the houses, majority were just knocked down, and there were a few houses that were standing. So I wonder if the ones that were standing were something like this, like a SIPS panel construction, more of a...
Well, I know one of them was a poured concrete, the walls, everything.
So everything was poured
concrete. So it wasn't
concrete.
even block. It was actually a poured system on the home.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's one of the big ones that they're talking about on Mexico Beach that stayed. Hip roof, metal roof on it.
Wow.
They did do the breakaway stairs, so it does have some damage, but almost some of it's planned damage that they wanted to take away.
Right. Yeah. So would the breakaway stairs, so they do the bottom floor, the first level, is that breakaway walls too?
Some of it is. So
Probably,
the water will
right?
flow. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, let the water flow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. So it costs a little more to build them, but these things are, very, very wind resistant. They're energy efficient. These types of properties, who knows? Maybe some of those other ones that were standing were those types of buildings, the SIPS panels. But yeah, good stuff. So I want to go back to Ron Fuller. So Ron, you brought an example of some of your competitors would, I believe.
In the spirit of past Halloween yesterday.
Yeah.
I brought in a rotting corpse.
Rotting corpse.
Of a post.
There you go.
All right, so you're talking about failure with the hurricane. So your failure in a wood fence is always going to be your post. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're going to get. We use galvanized steel and concrete. So that's going to hold up. So what happens is your weakest point, especially in Florida, is wood. Termites, carpenter ants, just mold, rotting, constant water flow, constant rain every afternoon. It's not a good product. So we use Postmaster. It's actually what stop signs are made from. Now the other advantage is we hide the post with a picket, so you don't actually ever see the post. So with our combination of kiln-dried cedar pickets with a galvanized steel post, you've got a lifelong fence. If you even remotely take care of that fence, meaning you keep debris off it, you don't let water stand on it, give it a little edge on the bottom where stuff can flow. That really makes the difference.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier that Badcock Ranch area, the Highway 31 and 74 right there. Used to be the back way to where I would cut through to go back to LaBelle.
Yeah, it is really interesting. They were running out of places to build, Naples especially. I mean, you can only go so far. Obviously, you can't go west.
Yeah.
So it is the largest solar field in the country.
Babcock is?
Babcock. They have a tremendous amount of footage of state-of-the-art solar panels. In fact, they have personless, so I don't want to offend anybody. I was going to say manless, but I'll say personless transportation. So you actually get in this little cart and it drives you to wherever there's no driver. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's a neat community. And one of the things they're doing, Brandon, is they're keeping the Florida ecosystem. Like they're putting plants in that are going to do well, that aren't going to require extra water. They're kind of working in harmony with nature rather than trying to fight it.
Yeah. Or
beautiful community. It is rocking. Every time I go out there, there's another entire street of homes up.
Wow. How many houses are they building out there?
There'll be thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pulte and Lennar are in there currently, and they're just killing it.
Wow. Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence Company can help you, add value to a real estate property, shorten the days on the market, protect the family, protect what matters most, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. A fence is something everybody wants. There's nothing offensive about having a fence. Oh, man, that was a rough one.
That was a good one.
I know. So here's the thing. We've talked about this before, Brandon. You might remodel something. You might put in a different floor. Somebody really might love this gray wood. Someone might say, that's not my style. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants a fence. Doesn't matter what your taste, your style. I like shabby chic. Well, I like traditional. I like modern. I like Mediterranean. Everybody loves a fence.
And you can add, different aspects to it, like we're doing on ours. We're doing a nice little dog run for the dog, and
absolutely.
Especially if it's waterfront, you're not going to want to block that, so you're going to add the different types.
Your home is beautiful, Brandon. So I went out. I wanted to see your home rather than just work you up a fence with your blueprint. And we're matching the aesthetic of your home. You've got a high-end Mediterranean style, and so even within aluminum, there's different styles of aluminum.
Right.
It's not just black aluminum. There's pinched spear top, there's corbel top, there's flat top. Mm-hmm. You can combine the two. There's just a lot of styles and we like to, with the higher end homes, we like to really match the fence with your home.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when it comes to marketing those properties as well. Getting Fabre Frameworks over there, our official real estate photographer. Fabre Frameworks, they do a great job on our real estate properties as well. So when you're putting that all together, it really makes a big difference when you're marketing these properties. And of course, now with the MLS, you're able to put 50 pictures in there, and that's a big difference now as well. You can get some of the shots that you normally would leave out. The
trend of a lot of pictures, that is really the thing now, isn't it? Where you better have a number of pictures in that property. That's what people seem to be looking at.
And quality pictures, not just a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, not the cell phone taken the wrong way. At least if they use cell phones, sometimes if you turn them the right way, at least it kind of fills the screen. But if you don't, it's going to be like a quarter or half
box,
of the screen.
Garbage can. Come on, people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host, Consumer Quarterback Show. We're talking here in studio today. We got Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence, Jay Smith, Snoop Inspection, and our local expert contributors here. I want you to think of this show as the hub of your financial wheel, your business wheel, your marketing wheel. Each one of our partners, each one of those spokes extending out, reaching out to another one of our expert contributors. We've got 80 show partners, CPAs, financial advisors, several different types of attorneys, all types of different expert contributors that we have here on our show. And we all have that number one goal of being a consumer advocate. The first thing is to help you understand more about your buying decisions, help you understand more about how to avoid commission-based advice. And we don't care if you're climbing a corporate ladder or if you throw a ladder in your truck. This show's for you. We want to help you. ConsumerQB.com is your number one resource for all things related to business and finance and all those different areas. Jay Smith, Snoop Inspections. So what else are you seeing, Jay, with the market? I mean, things are changing.
Well, we've definitely seen values kind of top out.
Yes.
Good point. I would say things are not raising as fast as they were. The market's changing.
Yeah.
It's in that moving mode. But there's still plenty selling out there.
Right.
If you have been waiting, for the market to top out before you sold, sell. I mean, this is the time.
It's a good indicator. Isn't it?
Exactly. You need to get out there and take advantage of it. Great time to downsize, of course. But if they want to sell their home, if you were waiting for the values to really get up where they were going to stop, this is the time, I think.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on the new construction. I mean, that's where we're heading with a lot of inspections that we're doing. We've got a couple final inspections we're doing next week. We do the pre-drywall inspections. You can do a foundation inspection. So if you've got questions about your new construction house, if you've signed a contract, you can hire another inspector to go out there and check things out, not just depend on the superintendents to build you a good house or that the county inspectors are going to catch everything that's going on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's definitely smart advice there. That's street smart advice. Don't count on them to inspect themselves. You got to have your independent.
I mean, we've been in Epperson Ranch, of course, the Crystal Lagoon over there. We've been in Starkey Ranch. I mean, all those new construction homes that are all gone across 54. A little bit down in Riverview. The old neighborhoods that weren't quite built out are now built out, and there's brand new ones starting.
Yeah,
all over the place.
Yeah,
so it's definitely a busy time.
Yeah, it is, and it's kind of shifting again, from a seller market to a buyer market. I believe we're feeling that. We're seeing the Federal Reserve raising rates. We're seeing, as Jay mentioned, the values kind of toppling off, and that's what I always urge, the sellers out there is to really, take a look if you're really interested in selling and you want to get liquid, be realistic on your price. Don't hang it out there, to where you're like 120 of what you actually think you're going to get, 115 even. So more from our expert contributors right here on Consumer Quarterback Show. And when we come back, we have our feel-good story of the day. Cheerleader with Down syndrome shows nothing is impossible. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. We got our buyer-seller seminar coming up on Thursday, November 8th, just about a week away here, Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. It's going to be over at Cox Media Group, 1025 The Bone Studio in the Performance Theater. We'll give you a tour of the studio if you'd like. And we also have catered food from Amici's Catered Cuisine. Thursday, November 8th, buyer-seller seminar. Learn how to buy and sell like a pro with our team on Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m., 11300 4th Street North over in St. Petersburg. It's going to have a great lineup for you. We're going to have excellent food, catered food, and it's going to be a good time. Come and learn how to save money and save time when it comes to buying and selling your real estate. Got a couple of hot listings here I want to let you know about here. This one's in Hudson. This is 6526 Yvette Drive in Hudson. This is a beautiful short sale property in Hudson Beach Estates. It's 6526 Yvette Drive in Hudson. Short sale. 3 stories with all the views from any of the 4 patio balcony areas, most of the rooms inside. Waterfront, gorgeous property, bay access. He's got a great dock out there with a tiki bar, and it's a short sale, so we just need an offer somewhat close to list price, to get the ball rolling, so to speak. $587,000 list price here. Looking for that investor offer or a owner-occupied offer, of course, on Hudson, in beautiful property in Hudson on Yvette Drive. And got a property over in East Hillsborough County. This is 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico, River Hills Country Club. This is a beautiful property, gated community, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, $540,000. And it's a one-owner home that is sure to impress. This is 3498 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, a den, and a 4-car garage. And the owner is the contractor, so he built this to the highest of standards. 5506 Dallas Way, Valrico, Florida. Beautiful property here in lovely Tampa Bay.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And every day we're going to tell you something positive here in our Tell Me Something Good segment, so let's jump into it.
Tell me something good.
Cheerleader with Down syndrome shows nothing is impossible. Varsity cheerleader Kinsey Zacharias cheers on the football team every Friday, but there are plenty of people cheering for Kinsey too. Kinsey is 16 years old and was born with Down syndrome. She lives in Clarkston, Michigan. The day she was born, we didn't know she had Down syndrome. Her mother, Kelly Zacharias, told WBK. I said to Joe, I went into kind of a mourning for 24 hours only, and I was scared of how people were going to accept her. This is just the epitome of every mother's dream to have this happen for her, and I hope that happens for other special needs children because she is capable. Last year, Kinsey became fascinated with the cheerleading squad. One day, one of the cheerleaders took her under her wing, and Kinsey has been cheering and spreading the joy ever since. There's your feel-good story of the day right there on the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we got our expert contributor lineup here in studio today. Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence. We got Jay Smith, A Snoop Inspection, and just general, talking about this time of year. This is the time of year when people start thinking about the goal setting. I mean, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. There's something like 8 weeks left until Christmas. Can you believe? We're at that time of year already. But
Christmas?
Yeah, already. It's coming up, right? Yeah, here.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
So we've got goal setting going on. This is a time of year when people are looking at making things happen, developing that game plan. To use the football metaphor. So, what's your advice in that area, Ron? What do you see people doing? Is your company doing anything special this time of year?
Absolutely. Goal setting is huge and subliminal. Your unconscious mind is picking things up all the time, and you've got to feed it. And goal setting is incredibly important. If you write a goal down or you record a goal and listen to it over and over again, People do not realize, we're a bunch of sheep. You got to take the red pill or the blue pill. And depending on where you want to be, you've got to set goals, put it in writing, and see it every day.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of studies that prove that as well. Definitely. Absolutely. Jay, what about yourself?
Well, one thing that's great about our real estate market is we don't necessarily have that really slow time. Up north, if you're in Maryland or Pennsylvania or New York, and you get close to the holidays, it almost shuts down. But we've got the snowbirds coming to town. And you've got the people that want to move out of New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and come down here to the warm weather. So they're down here looking now. So we don't slow down but so much. And we can keep on trucking through the year, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And this time of year, I always, whenever I'm talking to FSBOs or expireds or people that are thinking about selling, and they're like, we're going to take it off the market for a while, or I don't want to list it right now. And I just tell you, it's especially with the way the market's shifting, like we just previously described with the shift that's happening, is that I say that this is one of the best times to list it if you're in that position, because the buyers that are out, those are people that are serious about buying. They're transferring for a job, or their kids moving to Florida, or transferring to USF. There's a lot of reasons why you don't want to have that mentality. Have you seen that or heard that before?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People are coming down from the north. These are the folks you want to catch.
Yeah.
This is a great time to get your home on the market. You don't want to just rely on the locals. People are bringing their money down. The retired people are bringing their money down from the north. Brandon, one thing that comes to mind, I keep picturing those donuts, the protein donuts.
The world famous protein donuts.
Be hungry.
Our real estate market has been on donuts and caffeine and Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been a healthy market. It's been too hot to continue to stay healthy. This is what we need to have a long-term. This is like eating your vegetables and your protein.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be jacked up on caffeine going, my home's appreciating another 15 grand last month. That's going to catch us. It happened in '08. So I actually think this is a great market.
Yeah,
long
I agree.
term.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. It's healthy, and especially we've had all the local mayors on the show: Bob Buckhorn, St. Pete Mayor Rick Kreisman. We've had Clearwater Mayor George Creticus, and what I love about the area is that they all work together. And so we're keeping the raise here most likely. I mean, if hopefully the funding goes through. Keeping the raise here is such a big shot in the economy. Especially that Channel Side, that Ybor area. There's a lot of things going on. I saw Bob Buckhorn last week actually at the. I went to a luncheon for the Lighthouse for the Blind. It was a Tampa Mayor's luncheon along those lines. But it was interesting to kind of connect with him for a little bit. But Tampa Bay, the whole real estate area. I mean, things are really hot. I mean,
Tampa is multi-dimensional. It's such a unique city. I mean, it's beautiful. First of all, we've got a winning hockey team.
Yeah,
and you can go to the beach. But here's the thing: you've got the industrial. There's business. It's very pro-business.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the tourism. I mean, some of our cities in Florida are really one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pull one element out, but that's not the case with Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa has got a lot of weapons.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, absolutely.
The little towns like Dunedin. You and I were talking the other day about the Fenway Hotel opening back up, that it's an old 20s hotel that's now been redone, remodeled, and reopened just a week ago, which I think is great for the area.
That would be really cool to check it out. I haven't been there. I got to go check that out. But yeah, so many things that you can do in Tampa Bay. It's such a great place to live, work, and play. And the future is coming. The future is still. I think there's a lot of good things that are happening. We do have our faults. There's a lot of things on the ballot that was talking about improving traffic patterns, especially Hillsborough Avenue, certain roads. I mean, traffic patterns could be better. Definitely, right?
I've been here for 11 years now, and I've definitely noticed the traffic in the last couple of years. But growing up in Maryland, around Baltimore, Washington, it's still nothing in comparison.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't complain hardly at all about it.
Miami, Atlanta, definitely other cities have it worse, but yeah. So let's jump into our lightning round here.
The lightning round.
I am so good at lightning rounds.
All right.
I majored in lightning rounds.
Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence.
When you get a fence, don't look at price unless you're going to sell your home in 3 months. And even then, it'll help sell your home if you have a nice fence. Make sure you're dealing with quality. Absolutely, especially when it comes to vinyl or wood, there is definitely a difference.
Yes. All right, Jay Smith, A Snoop Inspection.
New construction buyers, call us. It's hard to explain everything on the radio as far as the different phase inspections. You've got multiple inspections that can be done on a new construction. So if you've got questions, call us. 813-345-2600.
345-2600. All right, so I got one here. This is one I've said before on the show, but it's great. I love this one. It's so Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard conducted a 50-year study into the upward socioeconomic mobility in the United States and other countries, and he wanted to determine why do some people make more money, move up the socioeconomic class more than others, and he did this 50-year study. Can you imagine a 50-year study? So he's wondering from generation to generation. Some started laboring jobs and then ultimately become wealthy in one lifetime. So why does this happen to some and not others? The number one reason is long time perspective. Having that long time perspective, developing a smart business plan. So his conclusion at the time was, that number one factor is the when you're looking into a new business model or you're looking into a business decision, having that long time perspective. Some cultures really they look at it from a generational standpoint, not just years. But Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard, great study. Check it out. Read up more about it if you haven't heard of that one. But so hey, another great show today. I want to thank Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence, Jay Smith, A Snoop Inspections, all the folks behind the scenes helping us put the show together, our producers, our listeners, our viewers of our TV show on WeBeam TV out there. And a reminder, we're 5 o'clock drive time right here on 1380 The Biz, the Wall Street Business Network. We've got our weekend show on FM 102.5 The Bone. Sunday mornings, and we have a daily TV show on WeBeam TV. I also have American Dream television show coming out this weekend, Sunday, 11 a.m. on the CW. It's going to be right here, broadcast locally, the American Dream television show. I did some filming here at the studio, also over at Children's Cancer Center, so check that out. Ian Beckles is in that with us as well. Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food, hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community, and we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.